What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to make a video on how to get started on YouTube, what you need, how to do it, and pretty much the whole 9 yards. But first, you're probably wondering where we're at. This place hasn't been shown on camera before. This is my personal shop at home, and it's something I've been working on for quite some time. That's why there's still holes in the wall, because we just ran all of our electrical. This place never had lights in it before. But give me just a sec. It has lights now. That's a big accomplishment. This place never had lights, it never had electrical. We ran a brand new sub panel and pretty much wired up as many LEDs and plugs as we could. Had some fun with it. You guys will see more on this place later. I want to do a full-on walkthrough and show you everything in here. But for now, we're going to keep on subject with this whole how to get started on YouTube thing. This idea came up because a Los Angeles contractor recently reposted a ton of my pictures and videos and claimed them as his own. Now, he had videos of me and Fox standing walls on the 10-day house build and was claiming them as his own and advertising with them. As a content creator, especially one that's all over social media, I have had my stuff reposted on numerous sites and I've never had a problem with it. As long as you credit me, I really don't care. But when it comes to taking my content and claiming it as your own, when I put a lot into it, that's where I draw the line. So I confronted the dude, talked to him for a bit, asked him like, what the heck are you doing? Because he was stealing from other YouTubers as well. And what he ended up telling me is that he basically doesn't have time to have cameras on site, to have cameras rolling, to record all this stuff. So what's he supposed to do? My first thought was not steal from other people because, there's copyright infringements and legal action that can be taken. So I sat down with this dude and talked him through camera gear, talked him through how to do it, what he could do, and I hope that he ends up doing it. There is a big misconception that you need right around $4,000 in camera gear and computers in order to edit and upload on YouTube. And that's not true. So what I want to do today is show you exactly what I've filmed with, show you how I had everything set up from the battery chargers to my cameras and how I edited, and then talk about programs as well to edit on to get you started. And then in the description there's a full-on list of everything that you can buy, super budgeted, in order to get started on YouTube. This is what I shot on for the first year and a half on YouTube. I have used GoPro cameras exclusively for every single video. Every build series I've done has been filmed on a GoPro. I never had the time to have a nice DSLR camera set up on site or the money to have the nice camera set up that could potentially break. I have a pretty big kill count on these cameras. I've dropped countless of them 20, 30 feet in the air straight to the floor. Some of them live. This one took a 20-foot fall, and some of them don't. That's why you have a warranty though. I've gone through nearly a dozen GoPro cameras in the last year and a half, but that's what's filmed all of my content from start to finish. This right here is a Makita 5.0 amp hour battery. It has the USB adapter up here on the top. This thing is $20, and you plug in a USB. And from there, I'd plug in the USB directly to the camera, and I wouldn't have to swap out batteries. Now, if you're in the construction industry, they make this exact USB adapter for DeWalt, they make it for Makita, they make it for Milwaukee, Skill Power Tools has some as well. And that's one thing I liked about the GoPros is you could just plug the thing in and let it run for days on end. As of right now, I have 2,400 hours documented and saved on hard drives, all filmed on GoPro cameras. To give you guys a better idea, that's 300 days at 8 hours a day. So in the link below, I have the best deal on the GoPro Hero 7. You guys can check that out. And then I have the best deal on the GoPro Hero 8. If you want to see the quality difference between the 7 and the 8, I have links in the description below. One will be labeled Hero 7 with videos that I've shot with it, and Hero 8 with videos I've shot with that. Right about now though, the Hero 8 isn't much more, and I would highly suggest it. For SD cards, this is the only type that I use. It's the 128GB micro SD from SanDisk. I have right around 50 of these memory cards. So if you're planning on shooting day in, day out, you're not going to be able to keep up with editing. You're going to need to buy quite a few of them. Now, I have a bunch of people ask me, okay, Matt, I've got the cameras. I know how to film. I don't know how to edit. And that is the roadblock for a lot of people. But it's not that big of a deal. For the most part, All of my videos are pretty much just cuts. They're rough cuts. I don't do transitions. I don't do any of the fancy fade this way, fade that way. Everything is a rough cut from one clip to the next, and I make sure they look good. There are a few different options that you have for video editing. So when it comes to video editing, you really don't need a computer that can push a whole lot. The beginner softwares that you're going to be using, such as Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, come preloaded on computers. So I had this laptop here years before I started on YouTube, so when I first started, I didn't need to buy one. Chances are, if you guys have a computer at home and it has Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, you don't need to buy one either. And for the most part, I think just about every household has a computer. That's all you need to edit on. I used this thing for quite some time, and then after a while, once I got really heavy into the build series and I was cranking out videos once, twice, 3 times a week, I knew that I needed something a little more. So I went from this right here to this over here. This is an Asus computer as well. That's pretty much all I buy. And this could push a little bit better as far as video quality goes. No matter what you edit on though, whether it's an old desktop that you've got at home or a nice new computer, if you're editing 1080p footage, it's gonna look the same whether it's on this right here or my new computer here. So don't think that you have to buy a super nice computer in order to make it happen. So you don't need some crazy built PC in order to edit 1080p footage. This computer would do it, this one here, that one over there. 1080p is not really that big of a deal. When you start shooting in 4K on a decent camera like the one that you guys are on right now, that's when you'll have to push things a little bit and get a nicer computer. But until then, you can edit 1080p on pretty much any household PC. In the description below, I have a couple budget-friendly laptops. You can flip through those, check them out, see what you like, see what you don't like. Any of those options down there will work for basic video editing. You have a few different options when it comes to video editing software. I use what they call Premiere Pro. I'll have little snippets of it right over here so you guys can check it out. It's a far more advanced program. It's for people that have been doing it for a while, or if you're pretty tech savvy and want to learn it, it doesn't take all that much to learn. As mentioned, all your home computers are going to be loaded with one of two things. You're either going to have, if you have an Apple, you're going to have iMovie, or if you have a Windows PC, you're going to have Windows Movie Maker. Both of these are okay editing applications and they'll get the job done, but if you're looking for something a little bit more advanced, Adobe Premiere Pro has a program that's $19.99 a month. This is not a sponsored video, and that's what I edit on. I've been editing on Premiere Pro for right around 6 years now. So I have pretty much all the ins and outs dialed in. It doesn't take a whole lot to learn, and I've taught many people how to use it very quickly. You can tell that Windows Movie Maker and iMovie aren't exactly top dollar programs, but if you want to get into the high dollar programs such as Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, links are in the description below, you can check those out too. But if you're just getting started, don't even bother with Premiere Pro, don't bother with Final Cut Pro. Start out and work with Windows Movie Maker or iMovie and get the hang of it. Figure out all your cuts, figure out your transitions, do your thing, and everything else will follow. So now the next question that I get the most is how to get the files from the camera to the computer. Right here we have an SD card reader, has multiple different options and USB ports up here. You plug your SD card in once you've filmed on it for a while into this little guy, and then you can transfer all the files to your computer or to a hard drive. If you're just getting going with video editing and you're just starting filming and you're not going to be filming 8 to 10 hour days, I would suggest transferring the files from your memory card onto a folder on your desktop. You can edit them, make your video, save your video, and then delete the files if you want to, or hang on to them. But if you're going to be filming like crazy and busting out 4 to 5 uploads a week, which I have done before and it gets very hectic, you're going to want a hard drive. What this right here is going to do is allow you to have a ton of extra storage off of your computer. The more you save onto your actual computer, the more it's going to slow it down. So this right here is a 4 terabyte LaCie hard drive. So the way a hard drive works is pretty simple. You're going to plug this into your computer, you're going to transfer all the files from here onto your hard drive, and that keeps everything from being stored on your computer. The more you put on the computer, the more it's going to slow it down. They do have cheaper options for a hard drive. This thing right here runs right around 150, 160 bucks. If you're going to get heavy into video editing and creating content, this is what you're going to need. Now the whole purpose of this video is basically to show you that up until recently, my whole YouTube has been created with GoPro cameras and low dollar laptops. There's no thousands of dollars in equipment. There's no super expensive camera that I'm shooting on. Everything's been pretty budget friendly. So I want to give you guys the best piece of advice that I can give you if you're looking to get started on YouTube, or you just want to edit videos and make it happen, or you're just trying it out. Be yourself. I have had so many people hit me up and say, Matt, I just got started on YouTube. Can you check out my channel? I click on it, and within the first 5 to 10 minutes of their video, you can tell that these people are super uncomfortable because they're trying to be somebody that they're not. You don't need to be perfect on here. But that's it, guys. I hope this video helped you in some way, shape, or form. There is a full-on list down below. You can buy everything in it if you want to, if you have nothing, and you're pretty much set up to be a content creator. It'll have everything you need. If you only need a few of those things, check them out down below. Total budget friendly. Everything is set up down there. $299 right now is what a GoPro Hero 8 is selling for, and I would get rid of this camera and vlog on a Hero 8 any day of the week. If you guys end up deciding you want to do YouTube, or you've already got a channel and you're making videos, drop a link down below and I'll go check it out. If you bought the Hero 8 or you bought the laptop or anything like that, let me know down there as well. But that's it, guys. I've got a video to edit. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you took something away from this. Best of luck in your journey if you decide to be a content creator. Like I said, be yourself, have fun, and just freaking wing it. I'll catch you guys next time. Bang on.